Hello YouTube, this is Lone Pantheist. It's kind of late, but as you'll probably hear throughout the video, um, there is a thunderstorm going on outside, so I couldn't sleep, even though I got I got school in the morning. So I just thought I'd make a video. Now, finally got this little gem. It is the Mahabharata book 18. I don't know if you can let me say that. Probably mispronounced it, but so far, I've read most of the books and excerpts from the others. Aside from not being able to pronounce the names, I had trouble at first distinguishing the asker and the questioner and the answerer, I'm supposed to say, or the one who was telling the story. I just nicknamed them J and V. Yeah, not to discredit. I mean, it's good books. I especially like book 6, much like John Milton's Paradise Lost. Book 6 contains the war, so just in case you are interested. But I thought I'd make a video about multiculturalism. Okay, why I like it and why I think you should like it too if you aren't multicultural and you live in the United States, or if anywhere for that matter. It's always good to experience with other cultures. I have yet to touch upon the Zoroastrians, but I have gotten to Ferdowsi, who is a Persian poet. Um, I'm reading all his books, though they're translated in English, which kind of sort of defeats the purpose of what he was doing. He was actually trying to preserve the Persian language as well as their myths, but whatever. But I rather enjoy the whole multicultural thing. I know there's a lot of people that don't, but I think it's cool that you can grow up in a society and you can pick from your culture. I wouldn't necessarily say that I belong to one culture or the other, or one religion or the other. If I had to pick a religion, it would be Hinduism. Even though I'm not a Hindu, and the only reason why I'm not doing that, I'm not, I'm really converted or anything, or can't really convert. It's just, it's a way of life. It's just, because I'm not from that culture. And there are some things I disagree with. Like, personally, I really don't have a problem with eating meat. And some Hindus don't. That's also an important thing to throw out there. But yeah, so there are a lot of things that I would have to change and stuff like that before I could even say that. But I'm a pantheist, and that's basically the Western equivalent of being Hindu without actually being Hindu. It's sort of going back to the roots of Indo-European ways of thinking, and which is in line with Dravidian ways of thinking. So yeah, but personally, I don't see the problem with multiculturalism. A lot of people talk bad about it and say it's gonna ruin everything. But I mean, I personally I like India's culture a lot better than I would say European culture. I enjoy it a lot better, and that's something that I find hard to say to people on a regular basis because they just don't understand. It's like, why would a blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy like with India? It's like the suspicious question. Like you read the Kama Sutra and you knew it came from us, didn't you? I mean, that's part of it, I suppose. But yeah, I just actually like the culture in general. It's nice. Uh, the architecture, the literature, the art. And this for me it includes the women. For a white woman, it might include the men. But I personally find that for the most part, to me, Indian women do tend to, they always see the North and South. Skin color never really was a big issue with me. I always just liked the hair. The hair just had to be dark. Just some form of dark. It could be brown or black. It didn't matter. That tends to be what the hair color is for Indian women. That and the fact that they, the beliefs of Hinduism is just so in line with what I believe. So, but yeah, this I guess is going to be about my experience with Hinduism, coming to Hinduism or something like that. But yeah, Hinduism really struck a chord with me. I wouldn't say it like saved my life or anything, but it certainly saved my the spiritual me, because Christianity just wasn't doing it for me. I tried Islam, and then I was like, screw that. And then I remember, you know, when I was little, looking at all these different religions, and I came across the Brahmin concept, and I was like, um, I couldn't remember which religion it came from, so I looked it up, found it on Wikipedia. Yeah, that's where it all started. I started calling myself a pantheist because I didn't want to, because back in the earlier days, there was a lot of suspicion if you liked anything Asian and you were white because it was apparently like I don't know. And I was like, well, I like Indian or Hinduism. And I'm like, well, that's from India. And for some reason, there's just like, and it's not from Hindus. That's the weird part. It's always either fellow white people or people who are nowhere near India or their ancestry is nowhere near India, or they're not even on the same continent, are the ones that seem to take it strike a chord with white people, converting to supposed foreign language or foreign not foreign languages, foreign religions and spiritualities, or even taking an interest in it. I've often been questioned at my school because I always like to do papers on India, from tourism. I even set up a little tourism pamphlet when I was a freshman in college. I did a thing on India's growing economy, and I did a number of papers on India. And they kind of looked at me weird. No, I mean I did my research. I did. I mean it wasn't like just the India the white man's perspective or nothing like that. But it was just I did my research and I just found it very interesting. But there's a lot to talk about in India. Um, I mean if I wanted to piss them off, because they're mostly it's college, so it's mostly women, mostly white women. I could do a paper on Indian women and their beauty, but that would probably make them mad. So I won't do that. But yes, so I love multiculturalism. I do. I like the fact that I can pick and choose from any culture, and I'm not bound by just Western culture because I do find that to be a little boring. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short or off. Like I said, anyway, that'll be all, YouTube.